Arthur Smith, Marvin Lewis, Dan Campbell, GM information. LeGarrette Blount, start this up.
It's LeGarrette Blount here, man, 3-time Super Bowl champion. I just want to give you a shout out to the YouTube channel, Micro Mike, man.
Eddie Murray, former Detroit Lion. Make sure you watch Micro Mike on YouTube.
Calvin Johnson Jr. here, aka Megatron. Big shout out to Micro Mike and YouTube channel, man.
Keep on talking everything Detroit Lions, and I just got to remind you, man, happy wife, happy life.
What is going on, YouTube, and welcome to Detroit Lions Talk with Micro Mike. We talk all things Detroit Lions, news, rumors, analysis, breakdown, and everything regarding our franchise. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the latest news and rumors regarding the general manager search. The Detroit Lions are coveting Kevin Colbert of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll get into that a little bit. We're also going to talk about how the Lions will be interviewing none other than Todd Bowles, Arthur Smith, tight ends coach, and assistant Dan Campbell, and the Lions had a good interview with former head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals, Marvin Lewis. But before we get into this video, if you're not a subscriber and 50% of you are not, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button. Dropping content every day, a lot of breaking news. You don't want to miss out on that. Also, let's get to 200 likes in this video. The more likes you get, the chance the video gets pushed out via YouTube algorithm. And the heads of Chat Sports, they have a microscope on my channel, and they want me to get that point. So with that said, let's get into the video. Let's start with Kevin Colbert, the Pittsburgh guy. Now, he's been with the Pittsburgh since 2000, but before that, he was Lions Pro Scouting Director from 1990 to 1999. And he has been very successful for the Pittsburgh Steelers, helping drafting a lot of quality players onto their team, leading the team to multiple. Folks, you're about to hit an ad break, and when you hit this ad break, do me a favor and tell me, who do you want as head coach? Put in the name in the comment section, as this will be the pinned comment. I am curious to see what the fan base wants. Who do they want? Do you want a Marvin Lewis? Do you want Arthur Smith? Do you want Robert Saleh? Let me know in the comment section, and we'll have fun having a forum here. AFC North championships, leading them to Super Bowl, leading to them to multiple playoffs, and a team well respected around the NFL with high quality talent. That is something that the Detroit Lions covet. They covet experience, and they covet individuals that can draft, and this guy can draft. Regardless of what happened yesterday in the playoff game, the Pittsburgh Steelers has perennial great football team for the last 20 years, and that is something that the Lions need to replicate. They need to replicate individuals that can draft well. And guess what? Colbert can do that. So it makes a lot of sense that the Detroit Lions are trying to get after him. The negatives is he's a little bit older in age, so maybe he doesn't want to take on such a monumental task regarding the Detroit Lions, and maybe just simply wants to stay with the Pittsburgh Steelers until he is done with his career. So that's the one thing I think that is a negative regarding Lions attempting to get him. If you notice, the Detroit Lions are going for a lot of people who are currently still in positions of the general manager position. That's kind of weird considering the fact that they're still at respected teams. We're looking at Schneider there and the Seattle Seahawks. Colbert currently with the Steelers, a little bit of an odd situation, but maybe we'll hear some news regarding these individuals soon, because folks, they lost in the playoffs, and that means the Detroit Lions have a better chance to communicate if they're really trying to go that route. Still, I personally believe in this absolute long shot, so I'm not going to tell my subscribers to get their hopes up regarding these two individuals, but it is my job to report of the Detroit Lions regarding that facet. Now, Dave Burkett said in a tweet, and this was last week, that within days we should know who the general manager is. So everybody, get your fingers crossed. It could be happening anytime soon, and be ready for breaking news on my channel regarding that front. If the Detroit Lions hire a GM at any moment, jump on my channel after you hear that, because a video will be dropping immediately. So it's important to be ready for this. Now let's go to the head coaching position. We're going to start with Marvin Lewis. It's been reported by Dave Burkett and many others that the Detroit Lions really liked Marvin Lewis's interview, and they think he did a fantastic job. Marvin Lewis is the former head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals. He was with the team for 500 years. Yes, that's an exaggeration, and only 7 playoff appearances. But with those 7 playoff appearances, he lost 7 times. And that's not what you're looking for here in the Detroit Lions. You're not looking for an individual that has went to the playoffs and lost every time. Let's give a positive aspect, though, before we just down this guy, and I think that's very important. Again, Cincinnati Bengals were a bad football team for many years, and he actually did bring the team a competitive football team in the AFC North. They were very competitive, winning a lot of football games, and was it a team aspect, or was it him that led to the team being bad? Ever when he was fired, the team took south, so maybe it could have been an aspect where he was better. But still, in my opinion, I'm looking for an individual that can take a team past the playoffs. And obviously, you don't know with the assistant coaches what you don't know. But when it comes to Marvin Lewis, you kind of do know that he was never able to win the playoffs. But I'm not going to throw him out and say he would be an absolute terrible hire. I'm just saying he's definitely not my first hire. When it comes, you're about to hit another ad break, and when this ad break hits, take the time and hit that like button. Trying to get to 200 likes here, folks. Again, like I said earlier, I got the microscope on me regarding Chat Sports. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get over 200 likes. It brings the video out via YouTube algorithm, and I would be greatly appreciated. When it comes to new individuals that's going to be interviewing for the job, we got Arthur Smith, the offensive coordinator of the Tennessee Titans. He will be interviewing here very shortly with the Detroit Lions. And let's go ahead and get into the tweet from none other than Adam Schefter. Titans offensive coordinator Arthur Smith interviewed Sunday night with the Jacksonville Jaguars for their head coaching job. Per source, Smith is scheduled to interview today for the head coaching jobs of the Jets, Falcons, Chargers, then the Lions on Tuesday. Jets also interviewing defensive back coach Aaron Glenn today. The Detroit Lions are going to have an interview with Arthur Smith. He was a dark horse candidate, from my opinion, to get the job. If you don't know, he's really helped develop Ryan Tannehill from a bust in the Miami Dolphins to a very good quarterback for the Tennessee Titans and a very offensive balanced team. A lot of people know about Derrick Henry and their ability to run the football, but they don't realize they also are very play action avenue on that side of the football, and very balanced team with the run and the pass. Also, per Ian Rappaport, the Detroit Lions are a big few days for the Lions as their head coaching search accelerates. They'll speak with Bucs defensive coordinator Todd Bowles, Saints tight ends coach and assistant coach Dan Campbell, and obviously the Titans offensive coordinator Arthur Smith over the next couple of days. The Detroit Lions seem to be interviewing everybody for their positions, and that's good. Might as well get everybody you can to make sure it's a thorough search. When it comes to Todd Bowles, he was the former head coach of the New York Jets. He had a very bad record there and was a complete and utter failure. And if you look at the Buccaneers defense, they're not as good as you would expect them to be with all the players on there. So to me, I am not high on Todd Bowles at all. I really think he would be a bad candidate for head coach. That's just from my opinion. Now, a interesting interview here is the tight ends coach of the New Orleans Saints, and that's Dan Campbell. They won the game on Sunday, so they could not hire him immediately, but they can do an interview via Skype. Will they look upon him to be the head coach? Still, I have my reservations here because Sean Payton is so good of a head coach regarding offense and regarding how he runs his football team. I would be a little weary on him, even though, again, tight ends coach, the assistant head coach of the team, they've done a good job. But if you remember, we attempted to replicate success from the New Orleans Saints when we hired their quarterbacks coach to be our offensive coordinator, and that was a disaster as our offense took a major steep fall during that time. Now, I'm not going to blame Dan Campbell for that, but that is just an idea. If you take assistance sometimes from a team, not even an offensive coordinator, it can hurt you a little bit. All in all, I think we're all just ready to know who the general manager is and know who the head coach is. We've been talking about this for some time. A lot of names keep popping up from both fronts, and we just want to get this thing narrowed down. And the more that it goes on, the more that we're waiting. I just think we're just ready to know who it is. I personally am. I am ready to just break the news, then go into that individual, research their past, research what they have done through the roster, research the way that they've coached. I am 100% ready to know who this is and to get this question off the backs of our franchise. I'm ready to move forward, and we're still in limbo. We've seen a trillion candidates now be interviewed. We've heard many rumors, and we're ready to know the information. So whoever it is, I'm ready to talk about it and dig deep into their past, into their history, and the way that they operate. With that said, folks, in the upcoming videos, we're going to have the One Pride podcast on Thursday. It will be fun. It will be entertaining at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you are there. Also, if you've not hit that notification bell, make sure you hit that notification bell, because in the upcoming videos will be breaking news and rumors regarding the Lions GM and head coaching search. Again, we're all just sitting here waiting for the information, and as soon as I get the information, I will be dropping a video.